mini vlog. If we get people to actually like join and engage, I'll save this. If not, I just delete it because I know the retention rate is going to be terrible. But I just sent out the link to the channels I have on Instagram, so maybe we get some people to join and send us some questions. Look like we have one viewer. If you're just joining, send me some questions. Questions about marketing, ads, things of that nature. But right now we're on our way to the bank, so I guess that's the long part of this. Headed to the bank and to AT&T, then either the cigar bar or the hookah bar, depending on, I don't know, I guess how I feel. Our one viewer, can you hear me? Again, send me some questions. But yeah, so far today I've been to the gym. I played pickleball from about 8 to like 10:30. I went home and cooked and rested. Now I'm back out in the streets. But after, I'm gonna go open another business line, and again, cigar bar, hookah bar, just to do a little bit of work. One viewer, can you put a 1 in the chat if you can hear me? I don't know how to send comments. I'm gonna just let this roll until we hit our destinations. Hopefully somebody send us some comments. Also comment questions. I need questions for the videos, or if you don't have questions, like topics for the videos for next week. My plan is to keep doing this impromptu like live strategy just to see what changes on my channel. It's better than nothing. And my objective is to do like 2 videos a day. Like I do one headed to the gym and probably one leaving the gym, just to see what type of effect it has on my channel without me having to do too much work. If it doesn't, I think I want to try this out for like 30 days. I think that's a good window to test, like two live, and they're like 8 to 10 minute videos. I think that's a good test. If that doesn't work, then I'll just have to just do traditional edited, planned out content with scripts and whatnot. Oh, so we can hear. Well, I see we have 2 viewers. If you're just joining, send me some questions. Or again, send me some topics for next week. I'll be planning content for next week, today and tomorrow. Just to make my job a little bit easier, because a lot of these topics I just like put together like once I get into the car, which may not make for the best video. How to prevent ad fatigue? How does dynamic creative play into that? I don't think ad fatigue is like a real thing, unless you're spending a lot of money per day, like a lot of money. Because I have campaigns that's been on for like 2 or 3 years with the same content, and probably like $300 or $400 per day. If you're talking about like million-sized audiences, I don't think there's a such thing as ad fatigue. I mean, you could look at your frequency to see if your frequency is going up, meaning the same people keep seeing an ad over and over. Now, if that's the case, that may be a fatigue issue. And to fix fatigue, all you need to do is swap content. I think another fix for that would be exclusions. I think what happens is when you run ads with no exclusions, or you're running Advantage Plus ads, Facebook will blast those ads to who they're likely to think are likely to get a conversion from. So that means they'll show it to someone warm, and they will keep showing it to someone warm because they think that person is likely to convert. And what happens is your frequency keeps going up because they keep showing the ad to the same person, like trying to get like the low-hanging fruit. So if you keep running into fatigue issues where your frequency is high and your costs keep going up, I would just make sure to exclude all warm people from your cold audience ads. But again, like, if you're talking millions of people, ad fatigue should not be an issue unless you spend like $5,000 a day. And dynamic, I haven't personally tested dynamic creative. I kind of have. I had an ad team come in and run some ads for me, and that's what they did. I've never used that, and I'm curious, and I'm even in the it's called a low ticket sprint right now with this other it's like a done with you type deal, and he uses that, but I didn't get a chance today. It's like every Saturday. I didn't get a chance to ask like why, what's the reasoning behind that versus just putting like 5-6 ads in like an ad set. But I mean, it's definitely worth testing. I will be testing it on my next. I'm launching a low ticket to membership digital product, so I'll be testing the dynamic creative deal with that. Hey, how's it going? I had a campaign for 3 weeks. Frequency went up to 1.4. 1.4 is not, that's normal. Cost per result went from 5 to 10, so I paused. Better analyze. I was only spending $185 per day. Testing it now. Decided I'll give it a week. How much is the cost of your product? Your costs probably went up because you increased your budget. You increased your spend. Phoebe, am I saying that right? Hey, how's it going? If you have any questions, please send them through. We're doing a Q&A. Yeah, a lot of you be that is a 4x increase in your cost per result, but you gotta understand, if you're spending $185 per day, you're in different territories, so your costs are just naturally going to go up. And I'm more than certain, without any doubt, whatever it is that you're selling is more than $20. So that's not a situation where you turn ads off. And that's kind of yeah, that's still a 3x. Why are we turning off 3x ads? What's the problem? Y'all don't like money or something? That, to me, that's like the funniest thing you can do with ads. It's like well, I'm not making 10 times my money anymore. I don't want it. That's not realistic. 10x times your money is an anomaly. Like, y'all gotta understand that all you're trying to do is break even on the front. I don't know what type of business you're trying to build off of just being super profitable up front. Now, obviously, that's the best case scenario, but like me personally, like I'm happy with break even up front. And even in the low ticket sprint thing that I'm in right now, like that's all it's about, is just breaking even. Like, this guy, he's running a $2.70 product, and it's costing him like, $3.50 maybe to sell it. So he's a little past break even, but he has a bigger game plan in mind. It's not about being super profitable, because that's just not realistic at scale. When you're trying to spend like $2, $3, $4, or $5,000 a day, it's not realistic to be profitable like that up front. Like, I had a client when I initially worked with her back in like 2020. She was getting about 3 to 4 times her money on ad spend, and that was at semi scale. I think maybe we're spending like close to $1,000 a day. And she got spoiled. That's really bad. And now we're in 2024, and she tries to launch a digital product, and oh shit, and she's only getting 1.2x on her money. And it's so funny because she killed the ad. She was like, I don't want this. Why the hell can I deposit cash? She's like, I don't want this. And me, I'm just like, it's your money, but that's silly, because that works. You just need to figure out a back end. And so that's just being like lazy. Not wanting to come up with complementary products. Just trying to, you can't build a business off like a one-off low ticket product. It's impossible. Unless you have something that like everyone in the world wants. Like, she's selling like a vendor's list for clothing. Like, nothing compelling about that. Like, everybody's selling that. So be happy with the 1.2 that you're getting in the front. Like, you're like getting paid to acquire customers. I know it's not the most money in the world. Like, you're spending $1, you're getting $1.20 back. That's 20%. Like, you're good. What you have to figure out is the long game. Like, okay, we've got customers into our business basically for like free. How do we sell them more stuff? How do we make more money off of them? Now you go sell them something for like $199 or $597 or $2,000. Especially if you're playing the digital product game. Like, it's kind of hard right now. Not impossible, but 2020 was different. Like, it was hard to miss with ads in 2020. Like, extremely hard. I went and looked back at my ads for my membership, and I don't even know what the fuck happened, but I had a $147 per month membership, and I was getting customers into the membership for like $60, $70, which is crazy. Like, imagine 2xing your money on a fucking membership, a $147 membership. And it was sticky. Like, people were sticking around. I think we had got it to like 100 members, like, with not even a lot of effort. And I think why we didn't do 1,000, 2,000 members, like, for some, Facebook's always like fucking with my ads. Anytime like I develop something that works like good, my ads for some strange reason always get rejected for these like random reasons. like every single time. I could name every product that I've ever come up with. It's always been an issue. They just don't want to see me in the Aventador SVJ or the Koenigsegg Regera. The funnel needs to be larger. Yeah, she needs a deeper funnel. Like, it's so hard to scale like low ticket because it's low ticket. Low ticket is just to give someone the taste and you fulfill on that promise, whatever it is that you promise. So they like, oh, okay, their stuff works. I trust them. I like them. What else do they have? But, and again, I get it, but we have to play alone. We got to play a different game. Like, us people, we play too small. It's just like front end sales. I have yet to meet a customer or a client that even understands what lifetime value means, because everyone's chasing after like the front end sales. No one understands the concept of getting like recurring money from like your existing customer base. Like, that's where all of the money is, the people that's already purchased from you. Like, the objective is to create a sellable business. And if you don't have recurring income and like new customers coming in, you don't really have business. At least not a business that somebody else wants. So yeah, play the long game. But yeah, I'll be doing a case study on my low ticket. I've been testing a lot of different things. I've tested challenges, 2 out of 3. I don't know what the fuck happened on my last challenge. I think I just hit like a bad pocket when I was running my ads. Because the first challenge I ran, it worked like beautifully. Like, that was like the absolute best case scenario like in the whole entire world. But I didn't know that. So, and why I say this, because I broke even up front. So the challenge was free. It was a 5-day challenge on how to launch your own digital product as a hairstylist. And I had a $47 one-time offer. So the challenge was free. They signed up. Then they go to the $47 one-time offer. And I recuperated probably about 75% of my ad spend before the challenge even started. And like by day 2, I had made more than I spent on the ads. I think I spent like $1,000 on ads, and I made $1,400 back on the VIP. Then I think we had like 3 people buy the back end offer. So you can't beat that scenario, because it literally did not cost me any money to run the challenge. I got 400 plus new leads, and I had like 3 or 4 people sign up for my high ticket offer. Okay, I'm like, maybe that's a fluke. So I ran another challenge, different offer. Similar results though. We had a lot of people taking the VIP, and we had people buy the high ticket. So I'm like, this can't be real. Because I was just winging it. I had just very little information on running challenges. So I didn't know if this was, well, obviously if you put money in and you're making all of this money out, that works. I just didn't know what to expect. So then I reached out to the #1 guy in the world for challenges. And I wired this man $25,000 to come sit in his living room. And he advised me that I may not need a challenge to sell what I'm selling. Try a webinar. Okay, so brought my ass back to Texas and started planning the webinar. 0 sales. Then I'm like, I think I got one, but she didn't close on the webinar. She closed like maybe a month or two later. They don't even count. Then I ran my challenge bag. Okay, I'm like, let's go with the thing that's already worked. We didn't get out of 300 leads, we didn't get like really anybody to take the VIP offer. So that's how I like knew something was like already wrong from the jump. And I was like, I don't even want to do the challenge, because I'm like, we don't have like no buyers. No one's taking the VIP. And we literally did the same exact thing. So even that's why I like be skeptical about ads. Like, it's sometimes you fall in like bad pockets. Like where you just get your ads in front of shit people. And the craziest part about it is, on the first challenge, I close on the call. Like, I drop a payment link, and this is for like $3,500 to $4,000. I dropped the payment link on the call. This time, I dropped a fucking link to a calendar. And they didn't even want to do that. That was funny. Anyway. I need to build a funnel that supported. You can use Hyros. Hyros would give you lifetime value. Triple Whale is a tracking software. It should do lifetime value. And Segmetrics. Segmetrics.io. And I know once people like see these numbers, like their lifetime value, then they'll understand like what game that they're playing. Then it don't matter if your costs go from like $5 to $20. If you see like your lifetime value is like $500, like you would probably spend $100 to get a customer. Like, I remember when I first started iGrow Salons, my cost, on average, when I plugged in Segmetrics to my business, my cost to acquire a customer was like $3 or $4 or $5, and I used to be crying about that shit because I didn't know. And then when I saw my lifetime value, it was astronomical. Like, in the grand scheme of paying $5 per lead, like, I should have never ever turned off my ads ever. But again, I didn't know. I was playing the front end game too. I mean, that's all we know how to play. Because you sitting there watching your money, you know, subtract out of your bank account, and you don't see anything coming back. You're like, man, let me turn this shit off. But you just have to be patient, know your numbers, and play the long game. Then all of this shit start making sense. But yeah, I want to say my lifetime value was like close to $100, and I'm spending like $5, you know, per email, per phone number. And this one out, like, my offers were all over the place. I was running I've never ran ads for ads management. I've always gotten clients for ads management by running ads with like that feature in my results, but it was always me running ads for like a master class, like where I'm gonna like break down, you know, what we're doing. Then people would just naturally see my ads and like, hey, do you like offer this as a service? So that's kind of why my lifetime value was so high, because, you know, counting all of that recurring money, and it didn't cost me anything to even, you know, get them into my business. To stay safe as far as budget on the front end, you think having $27? No, I wouldn't say keep your budget. Spend money until it's not profitable. I mean, if you're at $1,000 per day and you're breaking even, that's fine, because you're getting new buyers, new customers into your business. I'm never going to say like stay within a certain budget. You just spend money until you're not profitable. Like the sprint that I'm in, his objective is not. I think he's really breaking even. He spent $15,000 this month on ads and made back 13.5. But he acquired, I think, 1,000 customers. He acquired 1,000 new customers. So when you do the math on that, it's like $1 per customer, not $1 per lead. A little close to $1, whatever. But he has a deeper game plan. Like, he already knows how he's going to monetize it. He's just building it in front of us to show how he broke even up front with a low ticket $2.70 product. Then he's going to add a yearly subscription on the back of that. If they don't take that, he'll downsell to a monthly subscription. So he has all these upsells and downsells and cross sells after they've taken the $2.70 thing. All you're trying to do is filter out buyers and non-buyers. That's why I don't believe in the free no more, because you just get shit people on your list. So no more free opt-ins. We don't want them. It's just a bunch of tire kickers. We're trying to filter out buyers. That's why I'm like, my next challenge is going to be paid, even if it's like $3. Like, I'm not doing any more free challenges. I give out like way too much valuable information, and people just be like leeching. But I mean, it's the name of the game. But I noticed that change in the market, especially with digital marketers and coaches and consultants. Like, a lot of people are, unless they're doing like high ticket, a lot of people are not doing like free front end offers, because you just get a bad list of people. Like, we literally had people, and this is what I mean, we literally had people opting in for the challenge and immediately fucking putting do not disturb on the text. I'm like, that's so stupid. And all we did was send them like a welcome text. Like, thanks for joining the challenge. It was like, oh, it's free. Let me, but buyers are different. They behave different. So if anybody on here is selling digital products and doing like any free front end offers, like, keep your offer, just put a price on it, even if it's $2. Again, all you're trying to do is break. You can't break even on a free offer. Like, you're always going to lose money on that unless they're immediately buying the back end thing. But with the cost of traffic right now, that's kind of difficult. I mean, that worked really good in like 2019. I was doing that. Like, I was giving out a free, like, and it was just fucked up. Like, it wasn't even a cohesive product. I was giving out a free social media. It's kind of cohesive, but not really. It could have been better. But I was giving out a free guide or ebook on how to market your hair business on social media. So I cover like YouTube, Pinterest, Twitter, like all of those platforms. But then I was upselling a $15 ebook on how to grow your Instagram audience to 10,000 followers. And this product was $15. So you got to imagine how cheap traffic had to be for me to get someone through the free thing. So they had to get through that, then make it to the $15 thing. And I was making a 2x on my money on that deal. So traffic had to be like really cheap back then. Now that I think about it, I probably should have just drove the traffic directly to the $15 product. Probably would have did a whole lot better. Because by putting that free thing in a way, you're not getting as many eyes on your paid offer. That happened to me before too. Oh, termites. But yeah. If you're I guess I'll do a replay since we gave out a little bit of value on this call. But for anybody that's selling digital products in 2024, I would definitely advise you do at least try a challenge. And what actually put fire up under my ass to do a challenge was Rich Lash Tech had signed up for a month of coaching, and she wanted to sell an $1,800 product, but she only had it. She just had like a Shopify store. Can't get away with selling something for $1,800 with a regular sales page, unless you're like known and trusted. So I'm like, the only way you could get away with selling this is through a webinar or a challenge. And she didn't even know what a challenge was. But she was like, all right, I'm gonna do it. So she literally, over the weekend, got everything set up. Which that by itself surprised me, because I'm like, I ain't never really met somebody that like take action like that quick. Like she set up landing pages, emails, everything over. She did a 5-day challenge, and she pitched on Friday for $1,800 offer. It's like $1,800 to $2,000, and nobody took it. And she did a bonus day on Saturday, and I think she did a bonus day on Sunday, and she I think it unfroze. But yeah, $700 in ad spend, $10,000 in sales. I'm like, man, I'm about to do my challenge. And it worked. 2 out of 3 worked. I don't know what the hell happened last time. Oh shit, this fucking AT&T closed. What time is it? Ain't that some shit? I remember AT&T used to be open until about 5. Let's see, Saturday at 7. We just closed. Guess they ain't trying to make no real money. If you just joined, we're doing Q&A, so y'all send me some questions. Also like the stream. But yeah, challenges and low ticket, like that's what's cool. And challenges, low ticket, and memberships. That's what's cool in 2024. And low ticket to membership. Because we definitely not counting on no $2 product to make us rich. But yeah, everybody's pushing like memberships now, because memberships allow you to get people in the door, for not necessarily a lot of money, and like prove yourself. It's also filtering out buyers from non-buyers. And then while they're in there, then you upsell them on your premium stuff. Now, I mean, you do have people going straight to high ticket, but I know a lot of y'all are not trying to hop on nobody's phone to close. I have a client right now that we set up a funnel for an in-person extension class, and she's getting people to fill out the application, but she's not closing on the sales calls because you have to know how to sell, which is basically just following the script. But well, it looks like everybody